So, Ianson and Varisa has been released on how they look like from this silhouette right here. We all know the center is gonna be Skirt, and I don't know who this guy is. He's probably gonna be like copy View on Woo. If so... Anyways, I digress. Can we take a moment to take a look at this place? Looks like a tribe, right? Would you believe me? This is the place where a latex biker lady and some lost North American cosplayers are born. This doesn't seem to be right, sir. Are you sure this is the right character in this region? What are you talking about? Of course she belongs here. Just put a wrestling mask and call it a day. Also put a taco in her hand. That will solidify her place in here. Congratulations, Steven. You've solidified your place in the team and you're promoted to team leader. I'm sure that Natlan will be raking racks and more players will love this. I know this whole cultural stuff and has been a controversy at the start of Natlan with the whole skin coloring. I don't want that problem to be dug up from the grave again. I'm just here to criticize the questionable drip because... Boy! When's the last time you see a tribal setting that has a biker suit with a helmet and some cowgirl, literally, wearing a wool sweater in the setting that's also a desert? Don't think you can run away from me, Shalonin. You two are on. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Mondstadt has that European vibe to it. The drip of Mondstadt stays true on that RPG town aspect. I'll probably give a pass on Fischl since she's the Chuni character. And maybe Mona as well due to her witchcraft. Or whatever job she currently has. But I think it's probably astrology. But whatever it is, you get the point. Rosaria. Yeah, that one... I don't know. She is a nun, but with that wild outfit... I don't know. But I guess I can also give her the pass. The only thing off here are the fishnets. Well, I guess that's the reason why Mondstadt is called the City of Freedom. But yeah, all of them follow the same elements, the engravings, whatever you call it. I'm no tailor like Chiori, but you get the point. Editing Horizon here. I'm just here to add Eula in the outliers as nobody at that time would show off their thighs like that, especially someone from the royal bloodline. If that ever happens, you would be called the word that starts with W, and that word rhymes perfectly with the noun called the bench. Leeway probably hits the most marks on the drip. Baiju is a bit off for me, maybe because of the exposed belly that is throwing me off. Overall, still decent. Kuching, not gonna lie, looks more Inazuma than Leeway, now that I think about it. So yeah, as much as Kuching looks elegant and flashy at the same time, I would have mistaken her as someone from Inazuma. Yelan is also off on the whole Leeway fit. Doesn't scratch the same itch as Beto's tough fit. That is like more fitting than Yelan's whole thing. I do know that like her coat was from like a stolen what do you call that, Fatui, but yeah, I guess it's kinda fits I guess for her banditry. But one thing that misses is Lanyan. That fit looks more Sumerian than Leeway. All of the Adepti and their students all seems to be in order, so I guess the only like leeway is Kuching and Yelan. Inazuma, I don't really see much issues with their drip marketing. Everyone seems to be in line. I have no complaints. Even for the accursed Mizuki, goes well with the setting of being a hostess. Thumbs down on the kit, but thumbs up on the drip. Sumeru, I have inconsistencies on the drip marketing choices. On maybe a few or just one in this video. That is, I'll hate them. Rest of it are fine, but for me, I'll hate them is the outlier. Maybe it's a tight bodysuit? Maybe that's it. The other one off for me is probably Tainari's hoodie. Maybe I'm just used to seeing Egyptian type outfits, so I don't have complaints on the rest, really. But maybe some of you in the comments can expand on this topic. Fontaine. I think this has more freedom to the drip, just like in Mondstadt. Considering they're into fashion, the palette seems to be more freer. I'm gonna dismiss Lini and Lynette as they're both entertainers, and sometimes they have outfits that fit, pun intended, for the show. And also, can someone please connect the stage? Fussalor's hat is still there. Thank you. Oh boy. Natlan feels like a hodgepodge of different stuff, and looks like a suspicious tool in Minecraft that Remy can't even fix. Cheska is a lost cowboy, Sitlali looks more like a Sumerian, Kachina I can't forgive but kinda looks like she's from Balabog, Kinish I can't really call him someone from Latlan. Maybe the Digimon Wash has ruined the immersion for me. Oh shit, oh you said it. There's the dreaded word, the dreaded I word. I'm sorry, I was trying to avoid that. But there's really no other term for me to say other than that. No matter how hard you try to sell me that Malvika is the leader of Natlan, that suit is ain't it, chief. I refuse to believe that this is the best come up of a design for the whole 4 to 5 years. Muolani, I have no gripes about. Auron Shilonen is also part of the Lost Gang, like, who invited them? Is Natlan like a cosplay convention instead of a nation of war? I'm so confused to believe that these are the destined fits we're getting after the boardwalk fashion that is Fontaine. Were the layouts that bad? I feel like Hoyo was using the early version of AI image generator and put in prompts like anime and Aztec in there and called it a day. Even my friends who are Hoyo shills generally questioned these design choices. Yeah, Varisa's just not it. Sonic Run, Granny Sweater, El Luchador Mask, this is another lost cosplayer. Yansan, I would think more of them as, yeah, she's definitely from Natlan. Aoife, bruh, he looks like an NPC than a playable character. Not gonna lie, he looks like your next Pokemon professor than your Natlan zoologist. And Sneshnaya, being the last region of Tevat. I hope they got a surprise, a good one that is. But expecting something from Hoyo nowadays, I would advise you to lower those expectations. Because in the last few patches, it has been rough. And for everyone to like what Hoyo's been cooking, it's gonna be a doozy for them to earn everyone's trust again. As a former Hoyo player, I'll continue to see how Genshin will fare the stormy seas, because it has not been a pleasant journey for them. In the end of the day, these are just criticisms. I know this might be a far cry for a feedback, and I cannot change their mind at all by myself. As long as the majority is displeased about it, we can move a mountain. Which means we can barge, or rather carve Hoyo to truly be the tech otakus that save the world. Thank you once again for being here until the very end of this video. I know that I have not mentioned Tartaglia or Arlecchino in the Leeway or Fontaine arc, but I'd say that they're pretty unique. I like their style. Hard to really judge all of the Fatui's fit from just a few angles in the Fatui video of Genshin during Senior's morning, so I can't really say that the majority or like the whole of Fatui Harpers have the hardest fit. Anyways, I will strive to do 2 videos per week to balance both my hobby and college work. Of course, YouTube Shorts may become an outlier since they're shorter content that needs shorter voiceovers to record and edit. This is No Sleep Club Horizon saying once again to take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll be logging off for the day. Bye bye.